How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Lisa Page doing an interview with the Daily Beast in which she purported herself to be the victim in the whole situation, pointing her finger at everybody else rather than looking inward to see what exactly she did wrong. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about, if you don't know what the situation is, let me back up a little bit here to explain. I'll give you a brief recap on her, and then I'll give you my 2 cents on the current situation. Now, Lisa Page is a former FBI attorney. She worked there while James Comey was there as the director of the FBI, and when Peter Strzok was there as a deputy assistant director of the counterintelligence division. Peter Strzok was leading the Hillary Clinton email scandal investigation while he was over at the FBI. While he's doing that, he's having an affair with Lisa Page. She's married to a man, or was married to a man, that's not Peter Strzok. And Peter Strzok is or was married to a woman that's not Lisa Page. So already right there, you got fraternization going on. Now, throughout an investigation of what's happening at the FBI, a lot of stuff going on. Texts between Lisa Page and Peter Strzok came out. And they're talking about all kind of different things. First of all, the love connection between the two of them was revealed. That's number one. But number two, they were talking about Trump supporters. You know, you could smell the Trump supporters when you leave the Beltway and go into Virginia. Talking really bad about just regular everyday folks, not in Washington, D.C., not on their side. But the main thing that was revealed here is how they could be engaging in sedition. They're talking about, oh, we have an insurance policy just in case Trump is able to win the election. You know, this is before he becomes the president. They all are pretty much in the bag for Hillary Clinton. They're sharing articles about Hillary Clinton, anti-Trump stuff from one of James Comey's friends that is a writer for one of these, you know, Capitol Hill connected liberal papers. One of these posts, or, you know the type. The New York Post type papers of the world is where this guy would write. It could have been New York Post, I don't know, but I digress. My point is that the text messages revealed a lot of improper things between the two of them. And it matters because if Peter Strzok is leading the investigation into Hillary Clinton's emails, nothing comes as a result of that. And in text, you say you got an insurance policy and all this, that, and the third. There's some obvious bias right there. Now, can you prove that the bias is what caused the investigation to go the way it went? Who knows? It's hard to really tell, but I don't think I want a guy like that working on a case that is as biased as Peter Strzok obviously is. He gets fired. Lisa Page gets fired or retires. She's no longer at the FBI. I put it to you like that. So both of these individuals should not be there. And the text between the two of them, thousands of texts, by the way, pretty much set that in stone. Trump, of course, is going to use ammunition that they gave him to fire back at him. It's like he has it on the shield, and the shield just reflects the bullets, the text messages, all that kind of negative stuff. It just reflects all of that back onto them. Now, Lisa Page is coming out talking about, oh, she's the victim, and Trump wants to victimize women. He wants to belittle women. It's like, wait a minute, wait. Don't all of a sudden play damsel in distress. Don't do that, because you weren't doing that in them text messages. You weren't doing that then. You weren't being all Chaz and all. Nah, you're married to a man. Why can't your husband defend you? You got to go to Peter Strzok for comfort, for guidance, for defense. How about your husband? Okay, how about family members? You got to go cheat on your husband with this man over here, your superior at work. And if you claim to be all for women and trying to protect women, this man that you're cheating on your husband with has a wife. What about her? You don't care about that? You don't care about yourself? You don't care about others that may be around you who are seeing this go on? What kind of example is that to your coworkers? I mean, what's really going on? I'm not trying to hear this about, oh, I'm a woman, he wants to attack me. You're trying to play a damsel in distress card. I'm not really with it. You did this because you didn't like Trump. You didn't like the movement. You don't like the MAGA people, all this, that, and the third. Whose fault is that you are where you are right now? It's not my fault. I didn't do it. You did it. Take personal responsibility. If you want to go out here talking about, oh, we got an insurance policy, we're going to get him out, and then your boyfriend, lover, whatever it is, and the FBI gets caught up, you're investigating the president's opponent before he became the president, and according to what you wrote to Lisa Page, you did not want him to be the president. There's obviously some bias going on. She's got some bias as well. Look at that and call it for what it is. Of course you're going to get fired. Why would you be able to stay on? You know, I thought it was hilarious when he got fired right before his retirement. He was just trying to like wait out the clock. It might have been him or Comey or both. Either way it goes, they're trying to wait out the clock, just hanging on to get a pension. Nope. How about take this firing, take this L, and go back to the house? How about that? Lisa Page, how are you really going to be around DC anymore? I mean, you can be, I guess, with your liberal buddies, but the gravy train you're on right now will not last too long, in my humble opinion. It'll be over with sooner than later. These people are ridiculous. I'm trying to say you're a victim. She should have just kept quiet, quite frankly. I mean, I'm not really sure what coming out and speaking to Daily Beast has done for her at all. But all I know is that it's bogus, it's BS. And I wanted to give you my 2 cents and then put a bow on the top to wrap it up, because this is crazy. But this is what DC does, right? Throw a stone, hide your hand. Just like Justin Trudeau. You go to NATO, you talk crazy about Trump behind his back, and then people are defending him. Oh, you know, I didn't. Come on, man. If you're going to say something, be upfront, be vocal, say it with your chest. Don't, throw something and hide your hand. Be out there with it. And if you get fired, you get fired. Don't try to say that you're a victim and you keep getting picked on. And when Trump says your name, your heart sinks to your stomach. I ain't trying to hear that. Because if you felt that way, if you're really all embarrassed and you feel afraid, then you wouldn't have said it. Then you wouldn't have been involved with a guy like this who is obviously engaging in some kind of form of sedition. I'm not trying to hear it. Do better, tighten up. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it. And what say you? Do you think that Donald Trump was right to, quote unquote, attack Lisa Page and Peter Strzok with tweets and whatnot, comments? I mean, the things that he said about them were dead on accurate. It's like, look, you guys, having an affair, talking about you have an insurance policy against Trump. Trump supporters, you could smell them going down to Southern Virginia. You said that. I didn't say that. Nobody else said that. You said that. So if you said it, then say you said it. Be like, yeah, I did it. What? Do that rather than say, oh, no, I'm a victim and my stomach turns. Nobody's trying to hear that. Nobody cares about your feelings. It's just not even really important anymore. Just do better. How about that? Or am I just being so insensitive? Are you going to say, hey, ABL, don't do that. This person was trying to be, it wasn't really a big deal. I mean, look, if you want to attack people, attack the president or a person that could be the president, and it gets found out, then you got to do whatever comes next. Especially when you're in the FBI. I can see if it was regular normie, just a regular person at your job. I mean, that's different. I mean, you're not in a political situation, but when you're leading an investigation into Hillary Clinton, you're talking about a criminal matter, potentially. When you lead that investigation and you have obvious bias against the person that she is against in the presidential race, and obvious bias in favor of Hillary Clinton, how can you be trusted? How can you be trusted? Why would anybody be out there saying nice things about you? Talking about Peter Strzok. Lisa Page, you right there with him. It's Bonnie and Clyde type situation going on, right? When you're getting them texts from him, you sending something back yourself and they're saying the same thing. So I don't want to hear the side story. Tighten up and do better. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.